Today, let's review Lisa Frankenstein, the latest movie from Diablo Cody and Zelda Williams. Let's get into it. Before we review Lisa Frankenstein, let's talk a little bit about what this one is about and the people who worked on it. Lisa Frankenstein is about Lisa Swallows, a teenage misfit in 1989 who longs to be with the dead occupant from the Victorian era of her favorite grave. Her wish unexpectedly comes true when a corpse rises from the grave and joins her in the land of the living. Together they embark on a journey to find the missing body parts of the corpse. Along the way, they encounter challenges and adventures navigating through themes of love, acceptance, and identity. Lisa Frankenstein was written by Diablo Cody, who also wrote Jennifer's Body, a 2009 cult hit that is getting a little bit of a resurgence these days. In fact, while promoting this movie, Cody actually said she would love to do a Jennifer's Body sequel. So if y'all see the new Lisa Frankenstein, maybe you'll finally get that sequel to Jennifer's Body. I'm just saying. This film is the directorial debut of Zelda Williams, Robin Williams' daughter. I think she did an excellent job directing here. There are some really funny and outstanding moments throughout. The cast for this one is small, but filled with familiar faces, like Kathryn Newton, who you probably know from Freaky from 2020, or the upcoming Abigail, coming out in just 2 months. My introduction to Kathryn Newton was in Paranormal Activity 4, the most underrated sequel. Actually, Marked Ones is pretty good too. I think it's really funny though, if you look up Lisa Frankenstein on Google right now, Kathryn Newton's name just pops up as actress in this film. Some of the side characters I get not having names in the credits here, but you couldn't find the one that's literally in the title? Nah, she's just actress. Cole Sprouse, who you may know as Cody from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, plays the Creature. He's that dead Victorian era corpse we were talking about a second ago. And playing the same character that he plays on Stranger Things here, we have Joe Crest as Dale Swallows. Joe is playing the exact same character as Ted Wheeler here, an oblivious father who has no idea what's going on. It's an 80s movie stereotype that I'll never get sick of. The reviews for Lisa Frankenstein have been middling from the critics, with the consensus reading an affectionate callback to classic horror comedies of the 80s. Lisa Frankenstein can be fun in its own right, despite not quite measuring up to the movies it imitates. While I think I agree with the critics on this one, this is an absolute delight, a very fun Tim Burton-esque movie. It's so inspired by Edward Scissorhands or Beetlejuice. It's just that lighthearted, goofy 80s fun, with a little bit of the macabre sprinkled in there. The cast is pretty fantastic all around, giving these very eccentric, over-the-top performances. Kathryn Newton leads this one and is, as always, fantastic. She plays this weirdo goth girl, but once again, just like in Jennifer's Body, I have the problem with Kathryn Newton is way too hot for anyone to not be into her. I'm sorry, dog. Just like how they tried to put glasses on Amanda Seyfried and said, oh yeah, she's not hot anymore. Come on, dog, no one's buying that. She is absolutely magnetic in the lead role here and does an excellent cover of Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore by REO Speedwagon. All of you love REO Speedwagon, you just don't know it yet. Cole Sprouse goes almost this entire movie without delivering a single line of dialogue, and for that I applaud him here. That's hard to do, man. The only way to convey emotions is just like making faces and doing little weird movements. He's not really doing this ever in the movie, but I wish he did. The corpse is missing some body parts that our characters have to sever from other characters and then attach to this dude. It's really funny because all of the body parts that they find throughout this movie and attach to this guy are pretty much all things that a good boyfriend needs. I didn't have a ruler in the theater, but you guys saw the shadow on that thing. Damn. Carla Gugino plays Janet Swallows, the nasty stepmother. Considering the Harry Potter style relationship between Lisa and Janet, I was really expecting Lisa to live in a closet this entire movie, but instead she has a bigger room than I do. Girl's got a walk-in closet and everything. This doesn't even go back more than a foot. And Liza Soberano is absolutely hilarious as Taffy, basically the cool preppy cheerleader who gets everything she wants. Well, until the end of this movie, that is. There's a lot of 80s bangers in this one, and the music is very great. REO Speedwagon, like I was talking about before. It'll bring a very smelly corpse tear to your eye. From the animated opening to the colorful set design, everything about this just feels and looks so 80s, which I really love that attention to detail here. That cemetery especially was sick. If that's a real place and not a set, I want to visit there like tomorrow. While there are a lot of really funny moments throughout this entire flick, there's really only 2 moments that had me losing my mind. When Cole Sprouse walks in and chops off that dude's dick with an axe, that is so funny. And I don't even really know if Michael deserved that, man. I mean, don't forget about the other guy who literally groped Lisa and then made her like, you know, yeah, put her hand in places that she probably didn't want to put her hand. I think that dude deserved to have his member chopped off, but it's probably, well, yeah. I imagine Diablo Cody thought this out a little more than I did. And of course, the other hilarious moment here is when Lisa well, bangs a rotting corpse. She does that while she's still alive. You know, I was kind of like thinking she would die and then they would be like corpse brides. Nah, they're just like, you know what, it's a fresh penis, so it should be fine. Fresh penis, get your fresh penis here. Thank you, Seth MacFarlane, for that one. I think the biggest thing with this movie is that there's nothing really exceptional or groundbreaking here, but that's okay. Not every movie needs to do that. Is this like an Edward Scissorhands level horror comedy masterpiece? No, but it's very fun and very inspired by that. So if you like those movies, I think you'll dig Lisa Frankenstein. It's definitely a great date night movie for Valentine's Day, and I ended up going alone and not with my girlfriend, so I'm gonna correct that this Wednesday. I give Lisa Frankenstein a very solid 6 out of 10. I loved this movie for what it was, and it's the first movie I've actually really enjoyed in 2024. We had some stinkers in January that smelled worse than corpse tears. I really just used that same bit twice, didn't I? What did you guys think of Lisa Frankenstein, though? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching this brand new review. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. Please consider supporting me on Patreon by clicking that link in the description below, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.